Wesley Butler worked as a paramedic for 10 years. He noticed that a lot of people don't know how to do CPR effectively, so he started Guardian Reach in May to provide training for Oconee County families.
That was something I could bring to the table. There wasn't really a business in Oconee County that taught this.
He soon enlisted a friend, self-defense instructor and former law enforcement officer Brent Register, to help him with these trainings.
We started doing some classes, and then the Appalachia school shooting happened.
They decided to develop an active shooter training program to help teenagers and their families better prepare for the worst.
We want to make it available for people that feel like their families could benefit from it. If a parent felt like their child was old enough to be taught this stuff and have a mature conversation.
We really encourage the parents to come as well because we want them to know it, because they can reinforce it.
Their first active shooter training sessions happen over the weekend, attracting Oconee County parents and their children.
I learned that you don't go to a police officer and you keep your hands up, and if somebody's bleeding, make sure it's safe to go out there first.
It's really helpful because you never know what to do in those situations.
Most school shootings are over in minutes, so Register says response time is key.
It comes down to how long your child is under fire. 1 second's too long.
They discussed run, hide, fight techniques, fatal funnels, and did a stop the bleed training session, which went over the ABCs of bleeding control. Participants even had the opportunity to practice putting tourniquets on.
You lose the majority of people because you don't know how to stop the bleeding. So I really think that's the most important part.
Butler says Guardian Reach will continue to offer these active shooter trainings as long as there is demand for them.
Just because that person comes in there and is wreaking havoc and taking control away from people, that they still have control to move forward and be good and be the shining light in a tragedy like this.
Juliana Russ, Grady News Source.